I see like an Edna coming out of Web, being so snarky. It's like a little nose up.
No capes.
No capes. Didn't one of you guys try capes before? I don't remember.
I have a
no
cloak,
fucking
and I
cape.
think that's the closest to capes we've gotten.
Okay, fair. Oh, you know
I
what?
don't
I think
need
it
the
was
cape.
another
You know, he's
thing.
sucked into a fucking airplane. You crazy?
It was Bernie actually. He wore a cape at one point, and they were like, "That's so lame," and he's like, "No, it's not. It's my cape." And he wore it for like 2 or 3 sessions until it got destroyed. But that's it. Someone did do rock a cape for a cool minute, and it was your subsidiary, I guess we'll call
Hey, they only become obsolete once jets arrive.
it. So, excuse me. You all come to the understanding. Did you guys haven't left this area yet, right? You ended
No.
here?
No,
Okay.
No,
we were making the decision if we were leaving one way or the other.
Got it.
But
Of course,
also,
you
the
know
one
this.
that no one talks about is what if your cape gets stuck in your wheel, bro? And you just get fucking yeeted out.
I mean,
Wait
you'll
for
get
the-
ran over at least once, or expected to be. Otherwise,
All you can hope is that your neck's broken before you hit the ground.
I'm imagining like 3 or 4 idiots who decided to wear capes, and they all got jammed in the gears of their orrery, and they just choked to death.
Another
It's
one.
like, what?
Don't wear capes.
That sounds like a bad parallel to visit. You guys just get there and they're all just dangling like a little meat rack locker, and it's the orrery strangling every single one that comes in with the cape, being brave. That's the worst.
One in the fan.
OG Iz says no capes, therefore the orrery kills all Izes that wear capes.
It's a mechanism.
It's a design.
It has coat hooks for deceptive purposes.
But it looks amazing.
That's
Got
awesome.
it. So I shouldn't put the little cape I got for Iz in my. I'll just keep that in my bag of holding then.
You just do artworks with it there, kind of like have the cape and draw around it, you know, and do it like that, like an outfit changer.
I gotta create that in my domain then.
Right, I like
And
that.
Otto is outfit because he always
Generator?
struggles. I just gotta throw
Once-
Iz inside the outfit generator, and it puts a whole outfit on him without me getting clawed to death.
I think we're gonna have to create that, like make like a generator for the small characters, and call it the Is Clothinginator or something cool. The Shield, the awesome name, and it'll always come up with outfits that will fit Is, and it'll always be like, this might fit your character, but it'll fit Is. You know, thank you for your contribution. You know, that kind of thing, and we'll just build a whole thrift of him, and then every session we'll change his outfit. On the stream, we'll bring your icons back and make his
Yes.
interchangeable.
Yeah.
That'll be so
You know,
cool.
Diz was still my favorite.
We would.
That was a good one. We'll talk about it, Shia. We'll talk about it.
Each outfit, like in the world that was designed for Iz, says it might fit you, but it definitely fits Iz, even if they don't know who Iz is.
I can
We'll call
imagine
it-
when we die, someone's
We're
reviewing
going
our
to the
life.
desert.
Like,
He puts on little swim trunks.
You'd be like, is it an outfit? Yeah, a little catchphrase. Bam. With it, we produce yet another thing in the battlefield. New whoops, where you can be a different you. Otherwise, you may get through that moment of thought. You guys stand before this massive, what is the core seedling of the soon-to-be, however you all pronounce it, Yazandragil tree. A tree in which one has faced and fled from, and others have heard rumors of its amazing prowess in other ways. The question comes not to that and who nourishes it, but what you all choose to do with finding this location altogether. Was it by accident?
Is this where you made me?
I will roll a history check to tell you the answer.
Got advantage.
Can I roll one at disadvantage to try to remember where I was made?
You can roll
Oh,
D100.
that's right. I had that boon. I think I'm going to take the one that gives me, what is it called? Proficiency in all skills.
Well,
Yeah, that way I can actually be good.
You think?
which is pretty good for you, Shield. But Your brain squeezes and pries and really tries to churn one out. You remember there being like a Pope pool, you know, a dunk head water kind of thing, and then you came out and someone said something funny, and all of a sudden you breathed again. That happened, but not here. Though
This doesn't
you
look
do
like a sanitary place I'd make a god.
see, Shio, as you start walking along the lines, you realize that these aren't Hollywood stars. They are pre-existing creations. As you make your way across all of them, you eventually find one. And it has your initials on it. It also has your birthday. It also has 2 names completely obscured from damages that would have been connected to your creation.
Ooh. Did you scratch out the names of people? Who has mending?
No one. I thought we discussed that.
Yeah, I
Breaking.
remember that.
I have
Well,
mending.
DM's ultimate ploy.
I have breaking, and I have a violin.
Wait, y'all, I have mending.
What?
I just
Of
banned.
course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah, for my guns. Wait, what am I mending, Shio?
the
Oh, I don't know.
names.
I was thinking about it, but what if we mend it and they like release elder gods that want to kill Iz, and then I have to stop them?
You're
So
so right.
nothing
I'm
would
just gonna
change.
mend whatever thing Shio was talking about.
Try to practically fix it.
Okay. Seg, is you go to try to mend it? Can you give me an arc on and I'll say it advantage.
Oh yeah.
Come on, valedictorian, get it.
Let's get some ancient gods up in here. Shio promised.
I promised nothing.
I mean, at the 13, not a Friday though. Roll me a D100 to back that. As you touch mending, you see as slowly whatever material that this was once made out of is slowly reproducing itself, creating the impression that was previously present, but it has not yet fully revealed the words. God damn. Okay.
There.
It takes a
I
while.
got you.
Oddly, it's slower. As it begins to pull and pull and pull, you notice that this embossing or what have you is quite deep, and then it finally makes out the first name. You realize it's for whatever reason at a slant, and the first name is TEMPOS.
Oh look, Tempos left some graffiti for you.
Excellent. Now I can sue Tempos for child support.
As you see the name Tempos get revealed, you feel something. It's like a popping, awakening. This is meta for the rest of you, but you all get to experience what Seg connects with. As you touch this artifact, you realize that it is that of a species. It is a bone. It is not rock. It is not some kind of beautiful star-dusted stone. No, it is literally the bone of something. As you look around in a quick little sense and breath, each and every single segment of this spinal cord is a different type of species bone. You don't immediately pick and pull which bone this is from, but it is very, very old. It is very, very unique in domain. It does not exist yet in a sense for you. You have now added it to your inventory of smells. Upon it
Oh, yeah.
is forgotten scripts that even after the mending do not reveal in full verbiage, though another may be able to read it. You do not. As you look at it, it looks almost as if, at first, chicken scratches. But then again, this weird deep embossing of this material or scratching out makes you more curious of what could have caused that and alone and why so intentionally deep. Clearly,
I
this
would
was
like-
filed out on purpose. Go ahead.
Wait, I would like to try to not interpret it, but to see if it looks familiar to any other ancient scripts I've come across.
History check advantage. Wow, that
19.
was fast. Jesus. Button was like on the trigger. Your toaster's like, I'm ready to. I'm
It's
brave.
ready today.
I'm brave. I am the brave and little toaster.
Don't ask
Right.
Iz to read it. He's
Rolled
basically
five.
illiterate now.
Oh man. You, sir, absolutely recognize it as an ancient god text. You don't
Oh.
know which god specifically, but you remember being able. You know for sure if you were to actually sit at your study with your Lorehold books of knowledge and what have you, you'd be able to crack it. But at the top of your head, you're like, it's somewhere I can identify. You're getting closer. As
Oh.
this forgotten script that's been fractured and ancient, it bears the name Shio. Now fully, it was not initials. But whoever the creators were that lie beneath it, beyond Tempos next to it, which was so viciously scored out, almost as if it was trying to deny such existence. You realize that it is not just a record, but a container of origin.
Oh, she is gonna love this when he gets back with his dinner.
Man, he's gonna drop his dinner.
Fuck dinner.
I wanted a meme. I want to be like, oh. And then we post it every time we're in shop. But yeah, I'll pause there, Seg, and I'll allow you to announce to your team what it is, etc.
Perfect. So, Shio, not only did somebody try to scratch out Tempos' name, but there is some ancient divine script. I can't pinpoint which one exactly. Scratched under it, and part of it spells out your name. Oh, and this little bone fragment. It carries information inside of it.
Oh. Shio's gonna take a look at the name first, and then he'll take a look at the bone fragment. Like to see if he recognizes the script he was taught. Because if it's celestial, he should understand it. And if
Okay.
necessary, I could cast comprehend languages.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this still within the 24 hours where I get that +2 to wisdom
Sure.
saves?
I'm also going to give him advantage.
I might need it.
All right. Go for 1 second.
Damn.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a is that a resistance on me, what?
Yeah, in case something goes bad.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll roll a
Um,
d4. Ah! Oh wait, that's a 2. It looked like a 1.
It looked like a 1 too. I saw a 1, so I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
I'll give you a 2.
Oh, you got a 2 and a 2. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Seg, here's why it looked familiar, but you couldn't quite break it down. Because sometimes you hear things in the wind, but you never read them on script. Yet your eyes were able to somewhat read it like music, though it's Shio who randomly blurts out. Almost as if he was gasping for breath, but purposefully looking at this script and announcing, and immediately it clicks. Demonic Gnostic.
Oh, shit.
And this is just the nature of it. You don't know because you've never seen the script firsthand. But what Shio just showed you matches what you've heard before from the winds in your travels. This isn't so much now. Now, would you share or whisper that at all from your lips, or is it just in your head at this time? Or weapon, you know it.
It's just in weaponized heads at this time
Okay,
because
got it.
I can't turn it
Just-
off.
Got it. I just want to make that make it very clear that if the term is ever shared, then is what I have to say. But you don't have to do that at this time.
Who gave you this number?
Otherwise, Seg, You believe it to be an understood language. You've heard it plenty of times in your travels in your youth prior to Strixhaven. You could not pinpoint exactly when and where, but it was a very common term, and you do remember it being one of the last things you heard when you finally went to Strixhaven. And yeah, maybe it was because something bad was happening, but at the end of the day, it's here, it's on Shio, whatever the fuck this is, container, and now you're more than peaked. You see the symbol of mending burned into the very bottom of the bone piece in which you were already revivifying. And it burns into it in a way as if it was going opposite. You finally hit a point where you look and you see the second name that was so damaged is probably about 70% of the way completely fixed, but it was clearly more damaged than Tempos's. And now it's no longer mending that, but it is now burning in the mending glyph of magical marking into the bottom and probably about up to a half an inch, and then it stops. Your spell no longer affects the spell. You may give me a insight check with advantage as your Lynchism instincts kick in as you get this weird disconnect. Gosh, man. Thank God for things like being level 20.
We were even like level 15 at this point. We would like lose every check, everything.
Oh, dude, we are
Yeah.
very.
We're so bad at doing our like good rolls.
Needed a plus 12 to get a semi-decent roll there.
Okay, man, this is getting crazy for you guys. You did some crazy shit. Seg. Okay, as the mending mark burns into it, you get this weird kind of block. Your spell is still active up through you, but it literally is nullified once it comes in contact with this artificial artifact bone container thing. On top of that, you do not uncover the second name visually. But because of your 98, it does speak to you. A name weighed with inevitability. A shaper of timelines. Perhaps the architect of Shio's binding, or a witness to its fall. Tempos resonates into your heart. It does not state that they are one to even have a hand in it, but their factoid still matters. Short, sharp, like the spark before creation. This name feels unfinished, fragile, or young. Godhead could be Shio's original name, or the true name of the first creator, still hidden beneath the eraser. You feel is emerged into your heart, or what lacks of space of what would be one. Into your body, into your mainframe. Tempos and Is, for some reason, both of them weigh heavily on this character of Shio, not before you, but the bone. You see that after the mending mark finally cools and the lint fades, you see cracks like spiderwebs, fracture. Nothing pops out like a chip, but they're small little bits that now slowly glow. Here's what you know, Seg. And this is going to have to be a secret. Give us a quick second.
Bye.
Alright, Is you and Tempos have secrets that only Tempos can remember.
Well, that sounds about right because I don't remember shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what can you remember?
Nothing.
I was made in a temple though. That's interesting.
You don't even remember how to speak dragon anymore.
I know. Yeah, at least I still remember my name somewhat. Half the time.
Yeah, you just can't pronounce it.
Accurate.
Oh, I'm still concentrating on gate.
I like realized like 5 minutes ago. I was like, wow, I'm so stoned that I use resistance instead of guidance.
Oof.
Oh, it's all good.
Sure, we'll figure it out.
I was like, that name sounds right. It does stuff.
Yeah, so after last week, I ended up getting COVID.
No
Oh.
way, that's still a thing?
Yep. And it's like the 4th time I've had the damn thing.
Wow,
I've said
you
had it
have
about that many
no
times, too.
antibodies. No antibodies.
Oh, it keeps changing. It's like the common cold, and there's a million people in California who can't. I don't know.
Close their mouth when they sneeze.
Yeah.
I think you just didn't drink out of the hose when you were little. And that's the problem.
Well, you see, that's the thing. I did, and I don't get sick very often. Like, ever. But when I
Well,
get
what
sick,
symptoms are you getting from the COVID? It's just another flu to you?
yeah, pretty much. It's just severe. Like, it makes me really, really, really tired. Like, when I caught it the next day, I ended up sleeping after I got home about 5. Went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning and going, oh, yeah. This sucks.
I think I had COVID once, but the only symptom I had was I couldn't taste shit.
Oh, yeah.
My
It's
office
weird.
gets hit with COVID pretty often because we're a public service area,
Mhm.
and the people who meet with the people we're giving services to just kind of spread it to us.
Yep. I'm going to blame the 10.5 million kids around here. It's all
I'm
their
just not
fault.
gonna. Well,
Yeah,
it's like you said, it's another flu. You know, like it's just
It
a
is.
thing that fucking
It's
just a thing you gotta deal with.
Yep. And as time goes by, it'll get less and less severe every time.
By superior genetic breeding.
Not even that. It's so the more successful viruses will be the less severe because they're able to spread more.
Yeah, they
That's how
trade
they go.
infectivity versus potency,
Severity for infection, yeah.
like in Plague Inc.
I love that game.
Kinda. Yeah,
It's the best phone game ever.
it is.
Lost hours to that thing.
I like the
God.
zombie one.
Greenland is
I
always a
haven't
bitch.
played the zombie one. Like, I know of it, but I haven't played it.
It's really fun little add-on. Definitely recommend.
Okay.
Like the vampire one, it's like that, but like funner.
I'm downloading Plague Inc. again.
How old is that? That's like 10, 15?
Something like that.
Yeah, still going, though.
Great game.
It
So
is.
simple, but such a great game. And I like that you can lose. It's not a game that you can like win just by just turning it on. For real, like you gotta actually play it.
Yeah. I can't stand the auto battlers people play nowadays. And it's like, so what do you do? And they're like, oh, it does it automatically.
I collect the resources and then it does everything else.
Yeah, you don't even have to do that. You just log in. And, oh, I'm doing better now. And you
Yeah, that's why you have to log in though, is to collect.
dumb.
I like games I can lose in.
I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. They added it to the phone. Ah, you love that game.
Have you tried Jurassic Park?
I
It's the same
have.
exact thing, but it's the same exact thing but with dinosaurs.
Okay.
It's actually by Warner Bros. But it's great game. Lots of dinosaurs, and you can like breed them and shit to make like superior dinosaurs.
Huh.
And then yeah. the roller coasters. Same exact thing as like any of the.
PC or the
as,
phone? Because I did play one on the
no,
PC.
it's on PC. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then I know exactly what you're talking about. I was like, it's on the phone. Shit.
Oh no, they have one on the phone, but it's way less. Like,
Yeah, they have a couple of
interactive.
them. So they have the Jurassic Park one, but the one I like is what is it called? But it's kind of like that, but kind of just its own better version of it, kind of.
How? Because I like going in the bubble and just rolling around and getting chased by dinosaurs.
Oh,
They
yeah,
get
you got
pissed.
that.
They get pissed when I'm in their habitat. They get pissed. I'm like, I'll trank you, motherfucker.
What? He's calling you into secret.
Oh,
So I just saw that.
You can't prove anything.
I downloaded Plague Inc. I'm playing again.
It's a fun one. It's definitely one that'll suck you in.
For sure. Especially trying to get to Greenland or Australia or in any island.
I have lost so many games because of Greenland.
What I figured out to do is you want to make yourself as infectious as possible and as least deadly until you have at least one person in every country infected.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
And then fight against the cure at the same time so that when you
Mhm.
become deadly, it's too late.
Yep. It's just kind of a pain sometimes. You're like, man, I can't get anyone to Greenland. But there's one that you can use the animals, and you can do like a burst migration. That works. Especially if you got everything else already.
Making it airborne is pretty good too. That way
Oh, yeah.
increases infectivity.
They usually do airborne and water, I think it is.
Yeah.
Those just work really well. Across both land and water, good infectivity on the ships. The other ones are kind of like, eh.
Oh, you can infect livestock with it too.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be some big earth-shattering secrets that I'm probably responsible for.
Probably.
It'll be like, oh, yeah, I did that. Dang it.
Is your war crime book keeps growing and getting new chapters.
Maybe if I actually went and reread the books, I wouldn't be surprised all the time.
That would involve being in your office though, and you never do that.
I know, I'd never do that. You want me to do what?
We should just send every student left alive into your office, and the ones that come out with artifacts are the ones that fight.
The ones who live.
The other ones are lost.
A terrible shame.
Yeah, but that one person who gets infinite meteorite wand is absolute. Just this 40-foot area will never again not be hit by a meteor.
That would be an awesome money-making thing, because meteors are just rich in minerals. Like, super rich.
Oh yeah.
You just
It'd be
dig it up
great.
every time, and there you go.
But the question is, does the magic create the meteor and it's just a rock? Or does it pull it?
Yeah, couldn't tell you. I'm assuming it's awesome, though. I'm still kind of a little upset after last week, though.
Yeah, a little, but we'll just have to keep pushing forward.
Oh, well, I definitely will. It was just more the manner of how he did it. Like, normally it's just like, hey, it's not working out for me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it was a little thematic.
Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of how I felt like after he left. I was just like, all right.
Although he's the first one to run with us knowing.
Yeah, well, I kind of expected the other one. Maybe the only one that didn't really see was gun shooter guy.
Oh yeah, I think
But
it was just his work schedule.
I think it was. And then, unfortunately, I can't remember a lady's name.
Sorry.
Sorry, thank you. She was just AFK for too long. Not AFK, but like deployed too long. That's just hard to
Yeah.
come back to.
I get that. Yeah, she was away for work, which sucks, but hopefully she'll join us again soon.
You think she'll come back? I'm not entirely sure.
I hope so. It was cool having the Trinity Liches where one of them was just an absolute sociopath.
Yeah. It's not my fault. It's the liches.
Oh yeah, should we revivify all those students they murdered?
I already did.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that was that whole thing. I'm like, I don't want to be a dick about it, like, as a character, but if I was in world, I would be more than a little bit peeved.
Yeah, that is our main goals, the Dragon Guard.
Yeah.
You should make a clause for the Day Liches that they can't harm students without authorization.
It was already kind of a thing.
Yeah, but you gotta
But,
rework it now that you know it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Create the next generation contract.
I kind of thought it'd be a given not to kill the students at the school when you're part of the guys that are in charge of said school. But
It did make a little sense though, because Tassari was really hungry.
yeah. But we are the end bosses to most story, each one of us.
Yeah.
Immediately, you all witness as Seg pulls his hand from the bone. You see like this kind of steam or flare mark leave an imprint of Zeg's Iroquoian-like shape of his fingers and his odd wrist bandature. And then on his own hand, there's an outline of magical ghastliness that almost looks as if it's the same tone of this nice-looking, unique opal of a bone. And then fades, leaving no mark visual.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You okay there, buddy?
Well, I may have gone in with the intention of pranking Shio in some sense and wound up pranking myself. We should chat about it sometime. You and I.
Oh. Okay. Is
Why
it like
not now?
Oh. Yeah, it's you. You're the problem, actually.
well,
Me?
yeah.
For once, I'm the problem? Haha.
I've been saying it for years.
Shoes on the other foot now, bitches.
I always knew I was a problem child, but no one believed me.
There just would be consequences to you finding out what I found out, and I'm not sure if we're ready for those consequences yet.
Consequences
Ooh.
you don't want, but I want? Or consequences you don't want?
More like consequences the universe might not want. Could just be bad for everybody in general.
Oh,
We need to know a little more before we approach this, I think.
Remember that time we met
But-
evil Shio and we liked him better?
You know,
Yeah.
my
No,
You know
you
how I-
actually hated him more because he was just an asshole and he just kept deflecting you.
I never
He was
announced a creature here with you guys, did I?
There's a creature here with us?
Yeah, a tree.
Yeah, that, but no, there was something else.
another tree.
Sounding
Perfect.
tree-like.
Perception check.
I like how you assume I'm paying attention.
Yeah, that's very bold of you.
Ooh, almost a 1.
You
Killing
all hear like as if a branch were to move, but really it's just been something that's been still. A massive trunkish-like leg steps forward just across the other end, and then another. As you look up high enough, you see a huge spider with plenty of general gist of it to be soft and kind-natured. It doesn't look scary.
I gotta get in there.
It doesn't look like it's meaning to desire a taste sample. Instead, as it arrives, speaks out, and it speaks in common. You all have ventured into a crossing yet again.
Yet again.
Yeah, crossing, yeah. Hey, you want to come home with me, little buddy?
Do you know us, Spider?
No, you have been through this many times before. You cannot take me from my timelines, for I keep them all together, correlated, witnessed, and given purpose.
Is that a skill you can teach?
I am the Yawn Spinner, a creation of one fellow upon you, whose sole origination is singular across every parallel, new or not, seen or unheard of, even those removed. Is all of a sudden you remember you did make this creature. You didn't know that it was going to be an arachnid when it popped out of the egg, when you had stolen the egg on a plane that was completely ran by arachnids, but you never saw them because you just saw the egg and then ran because you figured, why stick around? No need to meet the parents. You're the parent. And voila. You got the most intelligent arachnid you had ever hatched, and you meant to go back to that planet to make sure it was all spiders, but now that you're thinking about it, you're pretty sure that it wouldn't have mattered because you got this one. And in doing so, ever since it was a little thing, it almost was or is or has been as accurate as your secretariat. This has just been your analog version.
We
It
need
also
this fucking spider.
has manually traveled and followed along the adventures as a true witness all this time.
We need the spider.
Oh, okay. To do what?
To love?
Oh, then just ask him. I'm sure he's bored of being here.
It says
watching
that it
everything
can't
we do.
leave and it won't leave. Well, it said can't, but I heard won't.
Oh, let's just free it then. I mean, we can do that.
That would require you to lose many connections. The parallels will be safe as the contingencies are in place.
More contingencies. Man, I am very prepared.
I have never witnessed you not drop even a inkwell ribbon without being ready to slap it back with your tail as a battle. Your reflexes, though abundantly blind in front of you, are lightning quick in your surroundings.
Yeah.
Though you do not look the same as I once left you.
No, I'm small now. I forgot everything. Yeah. I don't remember you. Don't remember you at all. What's your name?
I am the Yawn. For I spun the first unintentional ball of silky yarn for you, in frustration of thinking I had captured a fly that did not die.
Oh. So, what do you do here? Other than watch us?
These pieces here, or relics, in the proper term, taken without permissions or thoughts of such. They were what was missing, those impossible ingredients, you called them. One does not just find them or create them, but one can get them, you would always say.
Hmm. So what do you have? What are you gonna punch it?
Dude, this is how it works, okay? Just keep
I mean,
talking.
To be fair, it was expecting that. It's been watching us the whole time.
Just keep talking.
As
Don't worry, it just means he likes you.
this conversation goes a bit further, you hear it respond. I could show you the very first one, and it could perhaps shed a bit more light. If you like. Zandril.
Yes, I'm sure Shia would love to see that.
I actually would. I would like to see the
Understood.
first universe.
As you approach, you see before you that there's like a marking so pristine, so clean, so almost iridescent just from looking at it. It doesn't even scream youth or old or any sense of thought as if there would be a purpose. Instead, you hear the yarn say, "Every world has its dawn, but before any sun, before any word, there was the first spine. Not bone, not stone, but will given structure." Just to repeat the end, he says, will given structure, like the power of will.
Oh, like Cosmium.
A word that is continuously replaced by non-understandings, certainly. This before you, it is a mythical artifact. It exists as the only one in every timeline, simultaneously, but differently. It is the first structured thing that could resist the void, that anything in any realm was able to latch on to, like a shroom on a decomposing plant, or a bacteria on a surface unclean. It was the frame on which all memory would cling, the thing that chooses to be remembered. It all had to be something. For many people, across your eras like your own, Gio, you have called it things like Krunolath, or Ash-Fallen Realms, or the Fae-adjacent web of threads. But you are mistaken on your actual involvement with it. He stares at you all.
So our understanding of what it is incorrect.
Well, that's
So-
not surprising.
Is
The very first piece, just to be very, clear, is the true. This is the very first time any of you guys would ever be able to say you witnessed the existence of an idea. The very first one.
concept.
The only thing that is the only true thing to exist in every single parallel, holding it all together, making it all matter, like one big elevator, but in each and every one it is its own. Because that's what a concept is. It is a what if. How about add a little of this?
Passing thought.
And what have you all just been so good at?
Passing thoughts.
Web smashes and punches and hugs one of the very hairy and frizzled and very rough against the cheek feet. You probably get about 15 feet up it and realize this is one big mama.
Said you're coming home with me, buddy.
It does not do anything. It lets you do what you do.
It saw this coming.
He fucking shakes me off.
So, do you guys respond to it in any unique manner, ask any unique questions, clarify anything with it?
So this was the first thing to ever be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that a few times.
Is the little light emitting from it, like all these webs, just what the Battlefields are getting fueled by? Or is it the Battlefields clinging to this, and this is part of
Rephrase
the
that one more time for
Battlefields?
me.
So like, is the light and the webs coming off of this, like emitting off of the spine? Like, is it the Battlefield, like generating the Battlefields, like creating the new?
Do you recall how I described what the surface below the spine and the tree was?
Was it the Battlefields? Like, are we out?
Yes. It
Oh.
was as if it was the space of the Battlefields beneath it. You guys were traveling the spines like bricks. But I did describe beneath it. It was no pond. It was a reflection of the Battlefield.
Oh, and so like each vertebrate would be a different thought or idea.
Give me a wisdom at advantage.
You can do it.
Okay.
I
Here's
also have
what-
that guidance from Web, I think.
Okay.
That lasts a full minute, right?
You're fine. That's fine. 17's okay. I'm gonna
you
explain
go,
this really
making it
simple
into a
in one way
thing.
to you, and then
Get
it's for you to run wild.
Get it?
Okay.
We'll see what we'll see.
No,
The
I
yarn
said, there you go, making it into a thing. Get it?
Yeah, always present. Always present. He goes. The yarn goes. One thing I have learned the most, that I have always had trouble describing, is what I will share with you now. I think I have found the words, or I have found the peoples with the minds I can understand it. When this was created, there was a single phrase found in an ancient language that was translated across many texts. It was "Be Wild Parallel Time," as the wish was to allow the infinite creation of possibility itself. You are not just in one history. You are touching every version of this bone at once. Shield, as they point to the bone, not you. They say it in a way that they are speaking of Shio, but not recognizing you. Didn't just exist. Shio is still being born across version. The bone is the anchor. By mending it, Seg became
chronospinal conduit, a chosen remembrancer. He alone, just thinking of you in a parallel in which does not exist such versions, could create you by sheer will, if found so deeply inside him. The battlefield was not the creation of you, or Isandril, or myself. But with it, Isandril did create these. And as you all stand there, I need every single one of you to roll me an insight check.
Gio, even if you're getting born all the time, you only get one birthday.
Every day is my birthday now.
No, you choose
Yep.
one day, and that's all you get.
Okay, I choose the word day to be my birthday. Like,
You know what? No day. You get no day.
Yeah,
No,
I
Ed,
mean, if
you're
you're
a
gonna be this
demon.
way,
How could you steal that? I haven't
you
even
can't
had
take
my-
Christmas from me.
watch me.
I was good.
I was a good boy comparatively to my companions.
I need your roll, sir.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry, I was chatting.
It's okay. You're like, I can't believe I'm such a genius. I created everything, guys. I am the best.
I don't know. It's been getting me in trouble a lot lately.
It has, because
Lately.
the true workings are being revealed, you know?
I refuse for you to say lately. It's just you only start paying attention.
Oh, nice. He's
it's-
he's pulling blanks on purpose. He's like, huh? Well, I'm looking away on this one. This was
If I
not me.
pretend
They're
to
about to
know
learn way
nothing,
too
maybe
much.
they'll believe
Sorry, I
know
don't speak
nothing.
dragon.
Web, you know this because Seg thinks it, and you're like, oh, duh. Like, Web always just shaves off of Seg's genius, and it's just like, duh, of course I know this shit. Shio, you think about it for a quick second, and it slowly connects. It takes you a little longer because you're like, if mine is here, and that's not, if I'm... You're really trying to figure out what this all means and why nothing happened to you in the battlefields, but maybe that's why nothing happened to you. Anyways, as that's slowly being put together, Seg and Web, you guys as a twofer immediately come to understand that each and every single one of these pseudo stones is what we'll call them for right now, present some serious fucking shit in the world that has turned into his personal homebrew Raspberry Pi machine. Remove any one of these, and so many things across Strixhaven alone could stop functioning. This is his big secret. How things work without people being involved, this is how. Some of these are not pieces of things like Shio is now discovered to be. It maybe thing is. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Maybe they'll talk about it. I think they know more than I do. I don't know. Iz knows nothing. He's in full deniability. He rolled a 1.
I choose to not know.
I can't prove anything even to myself. Ha.
But you are all putting together that this is like one of the core hidden gems in which the is created to run and manage 80% of the things without him being there all the time, or without him having the power to do so. If he didn't have it, he took it, some say, or borrowed, or traded, or false promised, or
Some say he
IOUs.
says.
Yeah, a come visit me never kind of card, you know?
If
I
you ever
give it
find
back
me,
if
I'll
they
pay
came
you
looking
back.
for it.
Good luck finding me.
But yeah. So
So
you're all
return my
welcome to
bone.
understand that. Your bone is still there. He never took it.
Oh,
He
okay.
tried mending it, and it just got all this craziness to it. You don't really know what any of that means, but based off of
Oh.
what Warren said, Tag made a connection to it as a true believer.
Okay, I just
Or
wanted.
basically, he understands your bone more better than you do. Let's just put it that way.
You know,
He knows you better than you.
I'm willing to bet it was you that defaced that, so you wouldn't remember something. It does seem to be your
I'm willing
MO.
to bet you're asking too many questions.
See?
Well, I thought he took the bone out of it, so I'm glad he left it.
No, and him saying that, knowing what I know now, I'm going to make it abundantly clear. Like Shio, no, we can't move the bone. I think the bone has to stay where it is, or everything falls apart.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We definitely shouldn't fuck with original is work. I feel like one wrong move and it just detonate everything, and then put it back together. But remember that it exploded with all the suffering.
I'm gonna get another
sounds like
drink.
something I'd make.
Think about your guys' first retreat and tell me if any of this makes sense. I'll be right back.
So essentially, this is my original, I think, right, guys? This is the original version of me, and in the battlefield, it makes other versions of myself.
No, but you're wrong enough for it to be okay. So keep going.
It's pretty close. It's close. It's like all wrong, but close.
Yeah, that's the concerning.
You're wrong.
You're-
You're right in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, exactly. It was weird.
Yeah. You know just barely not enough for this to be okay.
So I shouldn't think more on this?
It would probably be wise not to yet.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, because there are other forces at play, and activation triggers that will happen as soon as you know the right piece of information outside of your or our control.
Got it.
I love
I'm
control.
gonna go sit over here then and not think about it.
Seymour.
Well, how about we figure out what we're doing next first?
Didn't we have to take down a base, a Phyrexian base? Or is
Also,
that
maybe
off?
maybe let's set up some runes over here so that we can get back here with Iz.
Well, now
Well,
that
now
I've
that
been
I-
here, I can come here.
Alone?
Well, this is your second time being here.
That's true. I could gate us here.
Because I don't want to we keep going through a fucking door and then end up here instead of just wanting to be here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
The
I
yarn
get that.
spinner looks down at you. I thought you wanted me. This feels a bit betrayed.
If you're not going to come with me, then you're just going to, this is your new home and I'm going to keep you here.
This is its home.
I'll bring the home to you. Yeah.
Well, what exactly pulled us in here? Because we were about to enter a Phyrexian base, but suddenly we were at the
That's
base
exactly
of the
what
tree.
I'm talking about.
Is there a way to stabilize that too? Like, we're really confused. It's good to meet
I'm
you,
feeling
though.
a little fucking Shanghaied over here.
You all will be seeing me more now that you see me this time. Do not let it be a concern, and try not to acknowledge it. For it would make it much harder.
There's a fucking
to
tree here. We can get back here. It's fine.
You are all understanding something incorrectly.
We're ignoring you because you are very pessimistic. I still love you though.
It fits. With that, do you guys depart?
What was his name again?
Yarn.
I'm gonna call him Scuddles. I'm gonna call you Scuttlebutt.
Holds its tongue.
Was there a reason you pulled us here, or was it just to say hi?
Well, I think it's surprised that we were here. Is like it thought we came to it instead of it pulling us to it.
I think it thought we were gonna be way more of a help.
I wish. I'm just confused.
You got us all wrong, Spider Bro.
So should-
I did not bring any of you here.
Wait, what?
It needed you all here to have enough life absorbed. It stares at the
Wait, hold
tree.
up. Wait, hold up.
Oh no, trap!
Yeah, I feel like we're going over a lot of things that should have been explained first.
I'm gonna look at the bone. I remember this being forbidden. How did we get here?
Wait, why are we here again? We shouldn't be here.
I think the tree is feeding off us. We should probably go.
But the knowledge, I remember this being banned. I remember
the
visiting
bones.
here as old me, and I went, you know what? Maybe it's better that we don't know.
Well, the tree disagrees.
Yeah, the tree,
The
can be
tree
a
thinks we
dick,
should stay here forever.
I'm gonna squint through the tree and think if it reminds me of certain lightning tree.
Oh, it 100% begins to give off a feel of a certain lightning tree.
Hmm.
Not
The
just
lightning
that.
tree was trying to give me forbidden knowledge too. It ain't gonna
It's-
work. I remembering shit.
Seg,
You'll never
Web,
make me
both of
remember.
you guys give me ooh, you guys can decide your own rolls, but whatever you're rolling, consider that you are rolling it to
Perception, because
identify
why are you
life.
asking me to do it?
You are trying to. Well, for you, you're a druid. Yours is nature. Ha! Figured it out. Seg, yours
Okay.
is. Yours could be nature too, but not at advantage. Seg, are you?
You said I'm
advantage,
trying
Seg, at
to
nature?
identify?
Yeah, I guess you do identify that too. Investigation or some shit.
Did I mention that I'm
Damn,
like
Web.
a novice at druidry?
That's not my fault. You're a druid, okay? You bit your.
I
own
know,
joke.
but I'm just the worst kind of druid.
But you would have an advantage, Web, just in case that's better. Seg, good job.
I don't even. I'll roll. I don't think that's even better.
He's a discount druid.
Mm.
I
Exactly.
Once.
I grew a plant once.
I
For
camped
real.
out once.
He's like, that teacher's hot. I'm becoming a druid.
I'm a druid now.
How do you
You're not
have?
supposed to give his backstory away, bro.
I'm literally like all warlock with a couple of druids. Just I am so a druid now. This teacher, oh my god.
It's just funny because you hug everything and you have a menagerie which fits druidism. You know, like.
I also punch things and I have literally a 0 in hitting.
Your character is an oxymoron in all senses. I love it. Shio, you had thought beforehand?
How do you have no plus to nature? Even if
I
you are,
told you, I'm a fake druid.
you're a
Did it for the
hipster.
looks.
I have allergies.
Yeah, jeez.
Do you go into anaphylactic shock every time you try to talk to Professor Bay? Is that why you froze up every time until you died?
Not if I have my inhaler.
Nonetheless, you are the smartest one. You understand that this is maybe not a tree, but it sure looks like what that tree could be. And remember, if this is the thing that exists everywhere, it could be anything in any of those, but here it could be what if not a tree? You're muted, by the way.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't think this is a tree, guys.
No, it's like a concept.
I choose to believe it's a tree.
I don't know if that's a good idea. It might be a mean tree.
Have we ever met a nice tree?
Maybe we don't punch the singular tree in all of existence.
Are you sure? I'm getting very should try to kill this thing vibes.
It depends if I see a face.
Hey, buddy, Shio says to the spider.
I mean, it doesn't look like Yggdrasil.
Is this tree supposed to be here?
Why are you cohabitating with this tree?
It is not. As it begins to speak out, Zeg blurts.
Oh fuck. Where's Iz? I'm gonna run over and grab Iz,
Oh,
and then I'm gonna take Iz and fly over here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna grab him like you grab a wriggly lizard, so that I'm holding his head still, and I'm gonna try to like line his horn up with the tree, until I find the perspective where it matches.
Oh, even the weird spine is bubbled on his head in the same color. Had you ever looked at his actual horns and connection? This shit is like 1,000 to 1 to scale.
Oh shit. You're the tree is. It's your horn.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
sure I can't fight that tree?
I kind of figured this was the case after I saw all the obliterated writing. So how does that look like me? I look at the tree.
There's the one tree.
It looks
The
just
one
like
part.
a horn is. What are you talking about?
What?
It's literally identical. I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking at it, and it is exactly the same shape as your horn.
Remember, is you
You're
just
coming with
make
us,
it.
is.
I have like leafy ear things. Yeah, this is a tree. I don't.
Exactly. You have the little branches coming out of your skull. This is a
Ah,
big little branch.
you know,
You're
I
coming
hate
with
how
us,
these
big
things
is.
just accidentally line up.
Accidentally in parentheses.
So
He's
if
like
we
the
don't,
big me hates the little me because I'm like the best version of him.
So we probably shouldn't hang around it then.
Why? It's me.
Shouldn't you not even be
amazing.
looking at it? Are we
You
gonna
just got done
collapse?
telling us that Big U hates Little U. If it's a piece of Big U, doesn't that mean it hates us?
No,
I
big
think
me doesn't
it
even.
can't be near himself, right? That's a bad thing.
What? No, it doesn't actually hate me. I don't hate me. I just
But
hate how it's
paradox.
well, we should probably still leave soon because, like the temporal events, the longer you're here, the more one of you will take over the existence of the other.
It's paradoxical. You can't look at yourself.
I mean, I
Well,
guess
I'm
since
trying
the
to pull
full
my
you
stuff
isn't
together
here,
anyway. So.
I guess it would take your horn.
No, I grab my horn. It's mine.
Well, yeah, but that's how time
And
parallels
you
work.
place your hand on it is. Let's go to a quick secret.
No.
I think we should burn the tree.
I would
Welcome
learn
to
terrible
Inception.
secrets. I
I
tried.
think we should burn the tree.
No, not yet.
Let's get the Kindle ready.
What if the branches fall on me, though? I don't want that.
Fly. This is for the greater good.
Yeah, but if it damages the spine, we'll have so many more problems to deal with.
We or you, okay?
We, because the entire universe will just be ending. Kind of like it already is.
I could live here with the spider forever.
What if the spider doesn't want to live with you?
He
And
loves
Professor
me.
Bay is in the universe right now. So if it collapses, she dies.
I mean, in theory, now that we're talking about timelines, there's more Bay.
No, all of the bays are gonna just slam into each other and become
You
a pile
bite
of
your
meat.
tongue.
This is what's gonna happen if the multiverse collapses in on itself. There will be no more others. Only this place. Ew. So many rocks. Not enough farmland. Tell me.
I'm a druid, guys. My fucking no druid. I can make this work.
Is it cannibalism if you cut off someone's arm and then cast the regeneration spell, then eat the meat?
I won't tell if you won't. I mean, wait, what was the question?
Is it cannibalism?
No. We're not the same species. I didn't think about this already.
That's true, we're not the same species. But what if we eat our own limbs and regenerate them? Are we cannibals then? Because it's ourself. We're just like, are you a cannibal for eating a fingernail?
Recycling nutrients.
This is a ridiculous question, Shio. Cannibalism is a philosophical question, not a scientific.
What he said. Listen to our valedictorian.
I go to the liberal arts college. I don't care about
Oh,
philosophy.
the school of I don't know what I
Then
want
why
to
are
be.
you asking
Great.
a philosophical question?
Because I want to break Wep's mind. It's fun.
Break my. I've already eaten people and other demons.
Oh, that's fair. I do also just want to know his opinion on these things. It's good to know. I need to know what he's willing to do if we ever need to get trapped in a desert place. Because tiefling flesh. I don't know if I've had that before.
I
You know
already
you can't
told
eat
you.
him, right? He's a lich. He'll provide no nutrients.
I mean, the body is still fresh.
I'm like a paper mache doll. This skin right here, I could just tear it off.
But what if I cast regeneration on you before that? Regenerate your whole body, then cut it off. Do you desiccate like really quick? Does it just not work?
I don't know. Could you make me whole again?
Weren't you paying attention? Regeneration damages us.
Does it? I
Yeah,
thought only holy
damage.
damages us.
Well, that's what regeneration is. Holy.
But druid healing isn't like holy regeneration.
Fair point.
It's like nature regeneration.
Yeah, healing magic is necromancy.
Decay is nature. Fungi is nature.
Yeah, for example, it's in the necromancy school, so why would a necromancer be hurt by
As long
a
as he doesn't
necromancer?
like throw holy water on us, I think we're good.
Oh, that's when it might take effect. Yeah, that might. What if I just bless all this water you're standing in, Wet?
He just pepper sprays me with fucking holy water.
Shio's got it. I imagine that's actually a thing they sell in the student store, because demons are all over the place. People just buy pepper spray holy water.
I feel like that is
tested
either,
demon pepper spray.
I wonder if that is either like incredibly racist or a controlled substance on campus.
Getting high off holy water.
Oh, it's definitely racist, but not if, like, you've been harassed by a demon.
Right, so they would have to control the substance, right? So that some random bully doesn't just go melting some random demon student's face off.
Well, the is counter to that would probably be to give that species as well that you can melt. You can melt
Oil.
any species with
Oil is
essentially
the
holy
counter
water.
of that. I just bathe myself in oil. Throw water on me, it just flies right off.
Roman vampires, unbeatable. The oil just reflects the sun.
Yep, I just take an oil bath and boom. Yeah, like
What if I
vampires with
cast-
sunblock.
What if I just burn away the oil, though?
I think if I were to touch fire, it would be over.
Well, no, because you're immune to fire, right? As a tiefling? Or resistant?
Resistant.
Yeah, it would probably hurt a lot, and then I'd just toss holy water on top of that, like salt and lemons in the wound.
You would need
Squirt
to
of
like
lemon.
instead of squirt a lemon though, you'd have to like fire hose a lemon because fucking low quantity of water would just sizzle out.
No, the lemon is very specifically Shio pulls out a lemon, blesses it, and then squirts it in just to be a dick.
Get in the pot, you little shit.
If we go into the seven hells, Wep, one day, let's create a flamethrower, but it's just like a water sprayer filled with holy water. Like it acts like a flamethrower, but it's just spraying holy water everywhere.
I can use like mold earth and make like a
I
fake
pull my
fire
hand
truck.
away from the thing. Oh, dang it, I remembered.
It's just a stone fire truck.
You're just in time for the water flamethrower.
You know, this is where I stored memories of the weapon keys. You know, I forgot them so I wouldn't be tempted to use them, but now I know them. And I want to use them.
Tempted.
And what weapons are these that you now have the keys for?
You remember how I said I used to defeat gods and stuff with weapons unimaginable?
Yes.
Yes, well, I have the keys to the weapons unimaginable.
Yeah, she was asking all the wrong questions. The real question is, pretty please is, can I have
Yeah, I'm aware.
Can you
I
have
one of
what?
those?
one of your unimaginable weapons?
What? You can't just use them. You're still, like, I kind of motion 3-dimensional.
Okay, so how do I become 5-dimensional or whatever the next number is?
I don't know, Shio, do it so you can tell us how to do it.
Oh yeah, you just kind of and Shio's eyes roll back into his head, and he just like starts floating.
Okay, now you're just trying to do like the witch thing.
But I am on a higher plane, though. I just didn't help them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how to teach that. It's just something you're born with, I think.
I start taking notes, even though he's not doing anything.
Although, as the god of potential, like, if you choose a paladin pact,
Let's
Sure,
roll
that's how
some
that
more
works anymore, Shio.
Oh.
I mean, you'd probably
That's a
immediately
setup.
become an oathbreaker.
That's a setup. He's trying to kill us.
Hey, do you want to be a paladin?
Of a god? You know my views on gods.
Well, then you just
No,
become an
God.
oathbreaker paladin. You still have the power, you just broke your oath.
But gods are weak. Why would I want to be a servant of something weak?
Because
You
then
know,
you could
Shio,
tank
there's
more
things
than
out
2
here.
hits.
There are things out here that would break the gods' minds.
I've already got mine broken. I've been on this journey with you for so long, and it's only been a year.
Yeah, it's been a year. It's been like 2 years. Are we
No, we
so-
just started our second year.
Wow. But yeah, we should.
Wow, that's so many classes that I didn't attend.
I didn't even get to have my first Prismari class.
You know, most students are like, I don't know, 5th level. I think
I know.
we're
It's like
pretty
became
far
an
along in our
alumni
studies.
already. Like, how did that happen? How did you
I
get, like, not
am
pass
going-
or one pass? I don't get it.
I'm starting to
Get
have
my
an existential
education.
crisis. Maybe there's a better professor. Maybe I only saw one professor because I only had one day of class.
Whoa. The options.
Don't think
We got
about
to
it.
go to
man.
Webb's
Don't think
class, but
about
we
it.
don't get to go to mine.
Ew, I don't
I
want to
just, the solution, Web, is to go to the teacher's lounge during recess.
When the
And
hell am
see
I
how-
ever going to be
see-
back at the teacher's
See if
lounge?
Professor Day
Oh no, what?
still stands up.
What? I can be your wingman here. I'm official staff now. If I put you on my security team, then you'll have staff clearance and can go to the teacher lounge.
Whoa. See, we're getting
Oh,
some.
when are we ever going to go back there?
You
I thought
can't
we were
bring
gonna talk about
students
We've
to the
been
staff
suckered.
lounge.
We didn't attend a single class, and now we're never going to attend a class again.
No, when we save everything, I demand we go through our 4 years.
You
Do I need
owe
to
me
wipe your
tuition.
memories, or would you be good with your memories?
I want to keep my memories. Yeah, I want to go to school after this, like, and then become a professor.
So
You
you're gonna
owe
be
me
like a-
tuition.
You're gonna go to school all bright, cheery-eyed, looking like a 40-year-old war vet that's seen 10,000 years.
It's
Hey,
never too
grizzled,
late. That's the
With a
message.
1,000-yard stare at the back. They're gonna be like,
I've
"Hey,
been
how
there.
buddy? How you doing?" Ah.
Some teacher
I've
instigates
seen
the
things.
combat section of class, and Shio with a single Eldritch Blast kills the first student.
I will unmake this world. Settle down. We'll pass you.
Some fucking history teacher starts arguing about historical facts that Shio personally witnessed.
Yeah.
Guys,
It was me.
guys, is it okay that our teacher was in like the teacher war back in the day?
I was in the teacher war back in the day.
They're teaching the class. They're going over the events we lived through. I know. I'm the one who wrote it.
Well, I got to make sure they're reaching their top potential, so I have to have a, what's it called, a doctorate before I become a professor. Then you got the god of potentially infinite potential on faculty, and then your students are even
Ageless
better.
and no PhD? Embarrassing.
Exactly. Webb understands. I'm not just gonna jump to professor. I gotta earn it.
Oh,
Ageless
I
and no
jumped
PhD? Embarrassing.
That's because you're tasteless.
You have no fucking morals.
So,
True.
do you guys all head back to the ship or hang out a little longer with Yarn?
I like to get as far away from this tree as we can, right?
Yeah, I want to get back to my baby.
Yarn creates this weird kind of like sack.
We're gonna wink at the spider. We'll be back for you.
Just Snail will take you back home. I will pull the thread to the top.
And it will get you back to your ship before you know it. Creates like
Thank
a
you.
little troll, like a little what is that? Dumbwaiter.
See you later,
Shio-
Scuttlebutt.
Shio has developed as a person, and he will do a courteous bow and say thank you.
You are welcome.
God,
As it begins
stop, you're embarrassing me.
Pull you guys all the way back. You arrive back at ship, almost oddly immediate. Only few of you got a glimpse of what was or where you once were. And now we are back. You all hear like I hear static, kind of like white noise going on. And then you hear Robert, "Oh, hello. I have a message that has been stuck on the static receiver for a plentiful period. I was wondering when you would be able to finally listen to it so I can get that recording out of my minds."
Oh yeah, buddy, what's up? What is it?
Rob Nokio.
I am incapable of lying to you. And then, I don't know if you said like Nokia or Nokia. I don't know how you meant it. I went with the Pinocchio route. I could be wrong, but
Definitely the Nokio. I'm definitely not calling him Unbreakable. He's
but
just a fake
checking.
little boy that we found in the gut of that monster.
Okay,
right?
I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
yeah. Same page for sure.
It goes 1 second while I produce that. Oh, hello. Oh, yes. Yes, I've made it through. Oh, it's Tempos. Hi. This is clearly going to be a message, which is unfortunate because it means you won't be hearing it when I am telling you it. So that means this information will be of relevance by the time you receive it, even if it was a second after it was in which I sent it. So, where do I begin? What would make it more purposeful? I guess I would have to consider what it is that is would find most valuable, or would be is what would your he couldn't even hear this because he's not responsive at this time. God, I hate
What?
this is why
Skip.
I prefer to
Who's
jump
talking to me?
through the opportunities that have the ways in which one's timelines have jumped through. And I'm sorry, I ran out of. Maybe that is a fib, but I had cut it off because I had informed them in a reverberated recording that I ran out of voicemail space. I apologize if you wish to hear them continue rambling, but I had enough.
Guys, is he being patronizing or is he being sarcastic?
No, he's just done. He doesn't want to listen to Tempos anymore.
Should we call him back and see what he was talking about? It might have been important.
He didn't sound like it was dire.
He never sounds like it's dire, but every time he tells us there's a nuke in our back pocket, it's always with a smile.
So should we just assume that we have a nuke in our back pocket?
You should probably
Yeah.
talk to him. I've got to know.
But he's
All
so
right.
bad. I'd rather talk to Lorraine.
Shio will reach out to Tempos.
Incoming call from Lorraine. Hang up! Hang up!
I need the line free, guys. Alright.
So you calling him back or?
Yeah, Shio calls him back.
You are okay. Make sure that was clear.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, this is Tempos. Who am I speaking with?
This is Shio, and
Oh my
is
goodness,
technically he's
Shio,
listening.
wonderful timing. I was wondering how long it would take you all. It has been 3 years. Where have you been?
I've
Near
been
Issa's
at
horn.
my anchor.
Are you in the background there?
Yes.
Yeah, because the telepathic connection between Shio
Are
and
you
his.
tied up?
I looked down and ran myself. What? No.
Do they KNOW?
I don't know if you taught your students how to spell. They have been deaf in our previous entries.
I want to be mad, but he's right to ask that.
Yeah, we still have some literal zombies on campus that don't know how to read.
You know,
Shio
that's their
elbowing Seg.
choice. We're a finishing school, not a preparatory school. But no, I don't think so. Sort of.
Well, then they're okay with what we did. Wonderful. I just wanted to let you all know that I have discovered a way for you all to go back to Strixhaven and see echoes of how things have been recovering since the curve of Phyrexian activity. Now, not to say that they've given up their forefront assault, but it seems as if they have sent activities elsewhere, searching for something. Oh, I did not put that together.
Yeah, they realized we weren't there and were wondering where we were.
And where did I... How did you get to where you had claimed you just previously were present?
That's
We
a
got-
great question.
The horn called us.
For once, I have a lucid game plan. We should definitely have Seg, your thralls, repair defenses up here while we go back down to Strix. It's been 3 years. We definitely have to refortify any defenses we have left.
Ooh, you're right, and that's perfect because if you can make me the last 2 chunks of adamantine we need, they can build the wings while we're at it.
Yep. We got to rest. I got you.
Yeah, we could do that.
Don't we still need to take down this base for the Raven? To get our weapons?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So let's do the thing for the Raven and then go back to Strixhaven as God. Well, mostly.
Well,
I
with
apologize.
Godsnake
These are more like...
We might have to split party then. It's been 3 years. There has to be struggling down there.
There are members not from our parallel here now. There were decisions that you all were not present to make that were left to the best of our choices, the best of our leaders, and a surprising avatar of another of you, who we still aren't certain have or have not been the reason for these erratic delays of sabotage in our efforts.
Another me. It's usually not a
I
good
love
thing.
how you jump to you. I see that makes sense to me too.
No one said that, but very
Yeah,
It
what
makes sense to
interesting.
me
What a
too.
thought.
They
What a
said
thought.
another one of my avatar, your avatars.
They
which
said
means-
Avatar.
No, Shio. What if it's my avatar? Tempos distinctly said an avatar of one of you.
Why are you guys jumping at the thought of sabotage?
Last thing we need is a Seg unattended. That would be bad. Like, he doesn't listen to anyone else. He only listens to his.
Well, that's because he's a great teacher.
Yeah, see,
This is
there's a
great
reason that he
listener.
made me head of security.
This is a great listener.
Well, if the base attack is off, and we go back to Strixhaven,
We have to at least fortify. We don't have to attack. We have to at least fortify before we go doing some other crazy stuff that we may
Well, yeah,
not
so-
come back to.
So what if we do the base assault for the Raven? Because we have a tendency of putting off the Raven stuff. And then once we have the weapons from the Raven, should be much easier to deal with whatever remaining problems are at Strixhaven.
That makes sense to me. And we're already here, and I hate to leave right when we're here.
Yeah.
yeah, we came with a task.
Do we have any scout ability? More like looking at is familiar. Chio, familiar.
Wait, Celestials have the ability to turn invisible, right?
Why would they?
Some
I
of
don't
them.
know, because they're
That sounds
celestials.
like a shady ass celestial.
I thought celestials were kind of shady as a rule. I mean, they're the counter for
I've
demons.
never
like
ever thought. If that was the truth, I'd make celestial. Okay, I've never heard of that shit. But if it's real, I'm cool with it. Look that up though. I'm curious. But that doesn't
Pretty
I'm
mean
sure
gonna
Bruce
definitely have
can.
to switch the moralities, but
Yeah, Bruce can go invisible. Remember, that's how Iz and I were able
Okay,
to
but
watch
because
Seg
Bruce
and Web.
doesn't mean all of you can, or every celestial can. My point being.
Oh, well, that works. I can summon whatever celestial I want. I just need to know which one can turn invisible.
So then ask Shio. I don't do that shit.
I can turn
Yo.
motherfuckers invisible.
Star Lancers can turn invisible. Bruce typically only comes to my call.
What tier are the Star Lancers?
Above you because you're only level 20 plus. I don't think it fucking matters. But let me see. Where's Shio stuff? Shio stuff. I got rid of this folder. I mean like that.
Yeah, you know what level you? Yeah, add one.
Let's make it impossible. Hold on, I'm pulling it up from the creatures. Hold on. So answers. Is that what you want? Let's
Maybe.
see.
I was gonna look at 'em.
2024 Star Lancer is a CR2, and it's a large celestial. It has invisibility cloak. It has 3 uses of it. It has a flyby feature. It is a mount. It is like a shark with a large piercing nose with wings of a bat and a tail as if it was an avatarial being. It is unfortunately out of stock today. We're looking at it tomorrow.
What the fuck?
Is that what you want, or you want something else?
It's only CR.
Here, I'll give you the
So I wonder if there's some
visuals.
CR4.
I'll give you ownership. Check that out real quick, and then let's see what I can. There's a Star Angler,
Careful,
and that's
they'll
CR8.
only last for so long.
unfortunately. Can't do that one.
I mean, Bruce is a Star Lancer.
That's a 2. Is he? That's what he is, a Star Lancer?
Yeah.
Well, you bought the last one. Bummer, Seg. Bummer. But I did hear of an owner who's recently fallen ill. If you take him out, his could be yours. Another parallel.
Got a limp, but he's all right.
No, yeah, you can have that if you want. I don't know what CR4 would be stronger. Everything I'm pulling is CR21 at this point, so I'm gonna stop clicking stuff. Might get too many ideas.
I'm on Reddit right now looking at a list of them.
Reddit? Don't you have like other resources? I guess Reddit's pretty cool.
I would think so, but I googled it and there are not really any resources that talk about it. I don't know
This
where to
link
find a
says
list of
How to
CR4
ruin your
stats.
DM's day.
Yeah. No, that seems on topic. Huh. I'm gonna put that in the browser next to me.
How to ruin your DM's day and search.
Well, you look that up. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Waiting on them. I've stated my 2
Is
opinions.
anything?
Now I'm just waiting for them to decide.
Okay. Is?
There's always option C. You guys have something else?
I'm gonna go rest real quick.
No, hell no. Get back here.
No. I think I'm down a spell slot. I don't think it's still that bad. Yeah, just 1. Nope.
Okay.
And 5th.
Gio, any other special clarities of your own?
And 3rd.
Nope, just trying to keep my thoughts bottled up and stay hidden.
Okay.
Still surprised you didn't go touch your name.
I know, right? You didn't, huh?
I thought I did touch my name.
Did you?
'Cause I looked at the names.
Look, see, you just said that. Now you're messing it all up. I thought I did touch it because I looked at it. How does that make sense?
He's gonna teleport secretly when no one's looking. I'll know the truth.
Well, no, Seg said...
Because everyone else who touched it, I did something, and I don't remember you specifically stating that you came into physical contact with it.
Yeah,
Walking up to it and looking at it is a way different thing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, Seg said specifically to not think about it too much, or it'd be bad for everything.
Okay, give me a
So-
wisdom save. Let's see if you think about it too much.
You put the thought in my head.
You resist. Oh my god, he almost got you though. You're like, don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Fuck, now I'm thinking about it.
Seg, any luck there, buddy?
Not much. I think I'll just. So is that what we want to do though? I could just summon that celestial
that
she was talking about to do
Yeah,
it
just
and
throw
then
in.
tell
I
it to
don't
be
know what we
invisible
wanna
and
do.
go check it out.
I don't know what
So
we
you guys
want
are
to do.
just
What do
trying
we
to get a
want to
scout?
do?
Like all he said is one of you guys pull out a creature out of your ass because any of you can do it, and do it because my menagerie is off limits. That's what I heard Webb say. For word.
Almost like what I said. Almost like what I said. Except for the whole menagerie thing. But
No, you're right.
I
He
just-
said, "I have so many fucking
if
creatures
you want
I
me
could
to say it,
offer,
I'll say
but
it.
I am
My
not
menagerie-
because you guys have magical shit that means less than those mean to me." That's what he said,
That's exactly what I said.
word for word. I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, during this, I could cast the Find Familiar to bring my familiar back.
No, that's not what Webb suggested. Do not come up with that
What
idea.
the
Stop
fuck?
Stop it. I'm just fucking with your shit. Yes, you may if you wish to. But do you is the better question.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because it
No
just
spite in
brings
that.
mine back.
you got it. Which one do you bring back? How does it come out?
It's the Prismari one, so Shio kind of makes.
Oh, got it. The mascot. Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. What's the element this time?
Last time it was all of the elements, and Shio kind of wants to keep the same familiar.
So medley. You got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
What was
Right.
it? I know I get a rat. What's yours?
It's like his was a medley element, and
It's
then
elemental.
yeah, Iz's is a fratical, and
What the hell
Zag's
is a
Huh?
visually? What the hell is a medley?
Think
Go
like
ahead, Shio.
all the elements combined into one. Like it looks like it's in the shape of a cat, but it's got earth, like rocks floating in it, and held together by wind with.
So
Fire.
Avatar type stuff.
Yeah, like that.
All right.
There we go.
Voila.
But we could summon a couple Star Lancers to help us move quickly through there. And because I think we need to just like SWAT team this, sneak in, don't interfere with anything, and then at the last minute deactivate the base.
But we're not going to break it?
Well, remember we're not supposed to go in there guns a-blazing because this is an outpost that has a lot of soldiers. Oh shoot, but they're all recalled.
I just want to point out, you guys suck at stealth.
Yeah, and we didn't consider that because the
No,
Phyrexians
I
are
used to suck at stealth.
Are you good at it now? I don't know.
Now I can be invisible. Now I can make you invisible.
Yeah, let's see this. I want to see how stealthy you are.
I'm just gonna start touching. We're just gonna start touching people. You're invisible. You're invisible. Look under your chair. You're invisible.
Boom. Gone. Missing. Sort of.
we also
And then I'm
should
gonna slap
consider
him. You didn't see that.
if we go to this base with all the Phyrexians recalled, they're probably here. And this is no
We
longer
can
the mission
create
that Raven gave
distraction.
us. What kind of distraction would distract a hive mind that's looking in 360 degrees?
If they're occupying out here, then that doesn't bode well for the Strix. So let's say that they're not out here.
I mean,
No,
they're
it
looking
bodes
for
better for
us.
Strict.
So
Yeah.
we can have a couple of us out
You
here.
think they
fighting.
pulled out to come here instead of just full pressing down there?
Yeah,
We were
that's-
told that.
Yeah, it's a Tempo said.
Tell me that.
Sort of.
Also, if the Raven wants a distraction, wouldn't attacking one of their strong points be a better distraction? Now that there's more of them here?
It's
It
not a
doesn't want a distraction.
distraction.
Yeah,
It
it's not
doesn't want a
distracting if we can't get away.
What does the Raven want again?
It wants us to take down the space.
Destroy it, right?
And it's not a distraction if we can't get away.
Yeah, it's kind of like if we walked into a fully staffed military facility and they just all opened fire on us all at once.
Yeah, it sounds like
Well,
a great day,
kinda.
actually.
I think we could do it. What is it?
Yeah,
1,000
wouldn't
to
that-
1? We've done
Yeah.
that.
These are the
have-
Botafields Thorexians.
We have guns now, right? We're defended.
Note.
Anyone? Anyone.
Well, we have the 2 cannons on our ship, but I thought we'd do this personally.
We aren't attacking the
pocket
base with
knife?
the ship, Wep. They'd blast our ship out of existence.
So how are we going to approach?
I like Shio's idea of sneak in.
How?
Yeah, but the problem is the only reason the Raven thought we could do this was because it was undermanned. And we should probably contact the Raven to get an update.
3
since
years
it's been
ago,
3
it probably was.
Yeah,
that's a
the
good
point.
point. Yeah, we should call the Raven. No, that's good thinking. Who knows how to do that?
I mean, I have Tempos on the line. I guess
I'm
we've
just
been
gonna start
holding.
calling.
Did you need me to get you in contact with the most evasive individual of all? Period.
Yeah, if anyone can do it, you can.
The Raven was not mine to begin with.
Yeah, but sure you've met it at a time and point that you can project our message to.
In fact, Iz never let me see it in fear of what I could do with it with the finicky of time.
You're gonna call, or you're gonna keep whining about how Iz is the worst person? Like we already know that.
Oh, you're right. Since we are doing a task for it, it might actually answer me if I call. Tempos.
No, Tempos has no. They're on equal ground. They both don't like Iz.
No, the bird would never contact Tempos or let Tempos contact him.
What are you talking about? The bird loves me.
The bird loves Iz, kind of.
I think he wants to like.
This is Iz's secret, like no longer a secret. Long ago was once Iz's secret project. He knew that if Tempos has put his hands on it and it learned its chronomagy, then he would lose control of the purpose of the scope. And it became such a great scope, he forbade Tempos from ever messing with it, because anytime they both do something together, things happen. It is happening.
You know what's bad
Tempos
when
Rose.
I say not to do
Jag
it.
is a bird. The Raven's a bird.
Bird bros.
Tempos, do you know if this military base has been altered in the past 3 years, like staffing wise? Like, because they're not pressing at Strixhaven anymore, are they more populous in their Botafield bases now?
I wish to make very clear that at no point have I ever been obligated or deemed fit to be blamed for any of his ideas. And no,
Get on board.
no point, Shio, have I ever gained the benefits in which you are reaching to seek. But I would love to join you all on board in the Botafields. However, it would require you all just to decrypt something for me, if you all were so willing.
Nope.
What do you think? Should we decrypt Tempos's decryptive message?
Yeah.
God. Why are you like
Is
this?
there a reason he's not allowed in the Botafields, is what we should ask first, too.
I feel like I know why, but I can't remember why.
I feel like
So
I
he's
should
allowed?
know why.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's weird.
Wait, let's ask someone reliable. The secretary, is there a rule specifically stating Tempos can't come to the Botafields?
Well, that's not even really a problem right now. It's more his riddle.
Did you just ask the air?
We gotta more know the motive to his riddle.
Well, where's the secretary bird? You gotta ask it, Riz.
Oh. Do you want me to call her here?
I mean, she's appeared here before.
I know. Usually when I say something weird, it's just odd that you're the one doing it.
Well, she has the archive.
It's been 3 years. She's retired. She has full pension.
She's been with me for like 10,000 plus years.
She had 3 more
Planes
years
don't
on
get
contract.
pensions. Their union isn't strong enough yet.
Ah,
Yeah.
Bob.
Your new secretary is that thing that you kidnapped.
No. She's the one that raised me.
She quit. You're
I'll
unraisable.
stop at the secretary.
Stay up here. Big ass book, probably 3 times bigger than it was previously.
You know, her true
bodes
size
well.
is like a couple kilometers tall. She's crazy big. But yeah, anyway, Shio has questions. I kind of back away from Shio.
Is Tempos forbidden from entering the battlefields? Is there like a rule against that? That Iz would have made? Because typically when we go against Iz's rules, they kind of blow up in our faces.
You know it's pretty bad when I have rules.
Yeah.
So you guys asking me something?
Yeah, we're asking the secretary bird.
Oh, I heard you guys talking about rules, and I was like so off-putted. I was like listening, waiting for the next rule.
So what do you want to roll? Fuck off.
What was the actual question? Sorry, I was so zoned in on your guys' conversation that I forgot that the secretary was even present.
We're asking if there's any rules against Tempos being in the battlefields that is made. Because if it's
Well,
Iz rule,
technically, Iz doesn't make the rules on the battlefield, so why would it matter?
I mean, or there's a rule that to let him into the battlefields.
Yeah, for the rule for tempo.
Like, is there a reason to ban him in any record historical state?
Yeah, essentially. Like,
is he exiled from the battlefield?
Like, did a previous version come do this? And it
goes through it. Pages after pages after pages after pages, to a point where all of a sudden you guys realize if you look up, there's a numerical value that's rapidly increasing. It's now 400, 500.
Damn, can I get a copy of that?
What? Give me a dexterity saving throw.
She's about to hit with a fucking page.
She's saying 2,000, 2,200, 2,500. 2,600, 2,750. Wep, you see an entire replicated copy just like an Acme Studio drop anvil right on your fucking head. And that's going to be... Well, you got lucky. 39 points of damage, as it's just true damage straight to just the noggin.
Sweet, I've got concussion in the book.
Bam. With that, you let it... Basically, well, whether or not Wep, you get to like page 5 by the time she gets to page 3,714. She'll note that. When you finally go to school, it is going to be quizzes based off your entire history of the campaign.
Well, it was what number?
I don't know. I said
5.
Write it down.
I was on 5. She was on like 300 fucking something.
To be fair, Wep was on 5, so you can write that down too.
She was on like 300 something.
Does anyone else remember what I said?
359?
I thought it was like 4,092.
Anyone want to guess? Seg, Shio. I mean, Seg is. Okay. It was 3,714, Shio. I won't say it again.
2,759? I heard like 59 somewhere.
Well, I did write it down.
What? What was it then?
I think it's that many rules on why Tempos is not allowed in the battlefields.
Is that how many times he's messed up?
I thought that's how many pages she was on.
You know, I think I'd remember him messing up that many times. Maybe there's a reason I don't remember.
He probably makes you forget.
That's
Can Shio read back to me the numbers and I check those pages? Because I have a copy now.
3,714.
I'll go through all. What was this? 4 numbers we had.
So you go through page 3, 7, 1, and 4.
What? No, then we have like. What were the numbers? Like 359, like 3,070 something.
Guys, I can't help him. It's all on you.
I don't know where he's coming
What numbers
from.
do you have? What numbers do you have?
The only number that was mattered that he said to write
You said you
down
took
was
notes.
3,714 and 5.
So I guess we're checking those two.
She will check the page 3,714.
Okay. You check the page for
anything regarding tempos, if we're even on the right track.
very good. As you look at the page of your guys' copy, you see the Secretariat vanished. On
She's
it,
really good
in
at her job.
very 9-point font writing, at least 1,000 words on this page alone. Shield, you need to roll me an investigation check. It goes over the truths about the live bombs that were left in the field of student seats during a concert in which nobody accepted.
That's
Etc.,
awful, but is
etc.
Tempos' name on it?
You find a large T with it.
I don't know if I trust that enough. T's like half the alphabet, guys. Come on.
You, sir. Yeah, it's rough. You look around and you're like, tempo C, tempo say, tempo slur, tempo skla. There's a lot of tempos
I got a slur
and
for 'em.
non-temposes. And then you see tempos. Right. Nothing says he can't be here. Nothing says he isn't here.
Instead of looking for Tempos, I'd like to look for tempos, like music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go and give me an investigation check.
This is how you spell his name, right, guys?
I've never seen it spelled out.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, you're onto something. You realize something as you start funneling the names. Insight check. Is excuse me. Insight is.
Oh, you said inside. Oh. I was waiting for you to say something else. I'm like, is this paying attention? Oh, look at that. Is he saying
All
something?
right. Pretty good.
Oh.
Pretty good. Yes, sir. With that insight, you are able to yearn that someone fucked with the records. If Webb was able to find something, yet he didn't share what that was quite yet, but he's looking up a different form of name configuration. Somebody came in here and purposefully left the record true, but changed the filter in which it would be used to find it.
Someone changed the record? I didn't even know that was possible.
Everything's possible when it gets turned into a monster in the battlefields is.
Well, yeah, but these are records from the secretary. I mean, she keeps records even through the end times. It's impressive, honestly. Wonder how. We should
Maybe-
investigate.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh yeah. I mean, after we're done blowing up the thing. Maybe we can make a ritual to blow up the station.
Well, you, sir, being back. As you pull up the name, you realize that there is many records under that term, as if it was subtle and missed. In fact, even the subject lines are song-based. The one missing, the thoughts type, the purpose of given, the reasoning of no, the voids beyond. They all seem to have a purpose or a very nonchalant tone. In fact, as you continue reading them, going further in, you realize that they are literally set to be, well, how can one say, leading on, like clues, myths, fables, bursts of thoughts. Yet they have such a great compelling to them, it almost seems as if there's more to
So schizophrenia.
it. No,
Are
more
any of the
like
voices rational?
no, they're not voices. It's what you're reading as you're going through them. You're reading it and you're seeing that like every mention of him has been changed to be like a skinned riddle or theme to be some kind of haiku or poem or purpose of further curiosity.
I like to consult Pinocchio. I mean, Rabinocchio.
Hello, how may I assist you? Whoa, WEBTTT.
I like to use
Is
your
that an
rational
acronym?
mind. Yeah, I'd like to look for a pattern. I'd like to use your rational mind.
And what can I assist you with in the rationale of such system substrates?
I need you to try to decrypt a couple pages. Because they are cryptic as fuck, yo.
You want me to decipher and assume the language modules of whatever the intended replacements of
Yes.
these were?
Yes. Also, read them to me and do the voices.
I understand now. I will. Hello. This is a memoir of a moment in which you had not fully developed the purposes necessary. It's as if you were playing a mere lyrical tone and could not hit the proper cue, as if there was a echoing of odd reverberance constantly reaching back in a repeating manner, like you sang to a mirror and listened to yourself through it, but not heard yourself while present before it.
Shio, I need you to come up here and listen to this. I think this is definitely in your forte.
Oh. What is this?
Wordplay.
Are you trying to decipher Tempos's riddle before we figure out if we should bring him?
Possibly.
I need a reason not to summon Tempos.
This is your reason. Just listen to this one
Summon
phrase
Tempos
again.
to the place we're not sure he should be.
Yeah.
Listen to this one phrase. One phrase. Just listen to this one phrase and then see if you want to get Tempos up in here.
I mean, it might be for his safety. What if you summon him here and he instantly dies?
That's true, Wep. What if we just kill him?
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I might have prepped anchors for everybody so you don't instantly die here. You know, because I see the future and I can prep these things.
I think that you should definitely listen to this before making any decision.
Okay.
Oh, I'm worried about summoning tempos, but all right, I'll listen to it.
Rob Nokio the first time, one more time.
It reiterates a term in which speaks of a individual going about rehearsing and or go ahead and give me that in intelligence check, Shio.
It sounds super familiar.
Sorry, man. You're killing me with these low rolls. I'll give you advantage because technically Wet brought you in and is kind of like helping you with what he understands.
It's one
I love
more.
that for us.
I'm able to give you
I love
one
that.
more.
I love that for us. I love that for us. Keep that. Keep that. It's better that we don't understand. I like the idea of you being opposition to me.
Just like, yeah, Wep, this is kind of just static.
Yeah, like I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
Maybe I'm listening to sound waves at a different wavelength.
It continues in its own descriptor, and you pick up that it's referring to looking at a reflection, but the reflection is in a stable state. However, it's the reflection being heard, not the person on the reflected side.
Oh, so it's like trying to hear someone on the other side of glass, but the person on the other side of the glass isn't speaking, but the glass is.
Well, whatever came through would be opposite, no?
I don't know if we should fuck with the with the mirror realm, guys. I don't want to be replaced by my reflection.
Is
How would
he
you
nice?
know you're not the mirror?
Is he nice?
Probably not nicer than me.
Sorry. So, yes. Oh, and he runs away.
No, go ahead.
Okay, real quick. Is you, sir, find that this whole notice of re-shifting and someone messing with this writing of your secretariat means that this copy provided to you was not from them.
The secretary?
Correct. But doesn't mean the timing wasn't immaculate.
I figured it out, guys. This isn't secretary who wrote this. This is someone else's copy. Maybe the mirror secretary. Anyway, back to
Scary.
Or is Tempos trying to redact us from learning about why he's not allowed out here?
Yeah, that's more accurate, probably.
Sounds like a setup. You gotta remember, at the core, all we can trust is the dragon guard, not even the dragon. If we let the dragon do what he wanted, there'd be no need for the dragon guard. You get it?
Okay, so with all of this said, go ahead and just give me you have Tinker's tools, right? Or some kind of kit?
Well, I mean, I do. I have Tinker's tools and I think Artificer's tools for my guns. But also using the Fab lab. and my thralls as a workforce.
And you can use my tool too. My all-purpose +1.
We'll do the Tinkerers. I've got a +9. And then do I have
Oh.
advantage because I have a perfectly high designed blueprint?
But would it be your +9 +1?
+9 +1. Where does the other +1 come from?
The all-purpose +1. It's just a regular ass tool, but +1.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus. Jesus.
Not bad. I mean, with what it is, I mean, for an 11, that's pretty fucking good. But you definitely get the Wings of Chaos trademarked in progression, and with it, I would say you're like in a testing operational targeting phase. It doesn't fire, it doesn't launch, it doesn't like move around and slap things like a flapping wing, but it does kind of like it provides shade if
Okay.
you need to on one side of the vessel at any given time at this moment. It's a good blind.
Yeah, that's better than I was expecting, so I'll take it.
You're making the progress necessary.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a mega structure. It'll take a minute to finish construction. And they can finish working on it while we do our other stuff unless we need them.
Understood? So, overall, you guys' intention is to go to the Phyrexians, correct?
Yeah, we need to ask the Raven though if it still wants us to try and complete this mission. So I guess
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. What do you want to do, Shio?
I want god-killing weapons.
Let's make that happen, okay? I'm gonna pet him. Let's make this happen.
Okay, but we need a plan of what to do.
Now I'm disarmed. I'm flustered.
What we okay, I have the idea for a basis plan. So we use the invisibility to get close to the base. I can use the crown that I have to give me a perfect understanding of the base. And then
Sounds
with
like
that
we have a
perfect...
full plan.
What?
Sounds like we have a full plan. We have familiars, we have invisibility, we have landscape. What else do we need?
Target, which we'd have to decide after I know what can...
That's what the familiars
Disable
and
the
our
base.
invisibility is for. Yeah.
I'm back.
Well, that's what the layout is for. Once I know the layout, I can identify a weak point that can take the base out of commission for a while. Because that was the goal, was to remove the base from play long enough for us to deal with the Phyrexians.
Uh-huh. So you put that on and you try to do that? You dare try?
Does anyone have Mind Fortress?
You dare think you have the abilities necessary to do what you think you want to do?
I think
got faith
Shio
in you.
thinks he does.
I got faith in you.
Shio thinks he knows what needs to
I'd
be
pray,
done.
but you wouldn't listen.
I pray. All right. So, okay. Dum, 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 dum. You put it on, and that's it. You buzz in.
We what?
Beam us down, Scotty!
I don't know. Like, is anyone actually stepping up to help you, or are you just throwing on the helm and?
I'm in it to win it. Let's beam me down, Scotty!
Oh, Web's going in. Web's just
Hell
chopping
yeah.
in.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, buddy, hold on. We got to figure out the best way to make a grand entrance. We can't just jump in.
Listen,
First of all,
Action.
grand entrances are
Action.
completely off the table. That is the exact
action is our
opposite
entrance.
of the goal here. Make a grand entrance,
I
and
missed
I leave.
you last time. Last time you were in the ship working on things, and I missed you, man. Last time, like, they were, like, looking for doors and shit. I just kicked a window in, man.
That's true.
Okay. Maybe what we do is we work on plotting the best grand exit. Because Shio's right. You don't make a grand entrance with the feds. You say "fuck you" real loud on your way up.
Well, this is why I need you. This is why I need you. See, like I was all thinking about going in. I don't have a plan out.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. So do you want to summon the thing that does the lookout, or do you want me to summon the thing that does the lookout, Shio?
Well, does anyone have Mind Fortress?
Do I look like a valedictorian to you?
No.
No,
Unfortunately,
all I can do to someone's mind is consume it.
I miss having Tasari. Tasari was just better than all of you.
she was an arcane
Mean.
character. We're not.
I don't like what you're saying, Shio, but I can't disagree with you.
Remember when she sliced up those hippos
She just fucking killed like 4 of them in one round.
in one round?
And they were
Well-
tanky fuckers.
Just wiped them.
Oh, she was the true lich among us.
Truly, honestly, they really were. They went hard on the lynchdom. Like I
We honor
respect
her
the
memory.
hell out of that. Yeah. If they were able to pass it on, y'all would be in a much better position.
She enslaved like 80,000 souls in like one go.
Straight up was like, oh, this little dragon's your guys' threat? I don't care. I'm gonna do it.
I'm the threat.
Alright, no one be upset. I just remembered I had it.
No,
I was going to say,
Sometimes-
that sounded like a very Shio thing to
it
have.
definitely sounded like a shield too. I was like, why is he asking? I swear he has this.
I 100% thought it was Seg who had it, and he just wasn't paying attention.
No, all I have is consume mind.
Second best.
Right. So,
You get the memories if you eat their brain, right?
we should all be going out with the plan. Like, part of the plan is that we're going out. I look at the thing and use the mind. I use my ability to perfectly understand the base.
Okay. Is that like flat or do you have to roll for it? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it's just a charge. I look at it. If I can see it, I have the option to completely understand it.
Okay.
And any magical effect. Actually, I'll just put it in chat. Make it easier.
Oh no, don't do that. Why would you help us? Why would you help
Are
us?
you gonna make it
understand what-
easy for me? No, please. I love Google.
Just let us do that.
It's insight.
You have it all in front of you. Stop it.
Can you read it with the voice?
I could. The crown of the wanderer. Trinket. Usage. Reaction. Blessing of long gone. This item has 5 charges. It can regain 1 of these charges daily. Divine revelation. You can call upon the divine power within you to reveal the hidden truths of the universe. For a brief moment, you become a vessel of divine knowledge, gaining insight beyond mortal comprehension. Choose one of the following effects. Insight. 1 charge. You gain perfect knowledge of one creature or object within range. This knowledge extends to any spell effect affecting the target. Guidance. 2 charges. You'll receive guidance from the universe, granting you advantage on all ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws for the next minute. Additionally, you can add your wisdom modifier to the results of any d20 made during this time. Intervention. 3 charges. You beseech a high deity to intervene on your behalf. The deity may choose to answer your plea in a manner appropriate to the situation, such as granting boon, providing assistances, or delivering time divine retribution to your enemies. The exact nature of the intervention is determined by the DM.
Absolute round of fucking applause.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You made that ability that sucks sound good.
I know.
I should use guidance more often.
So, you use this charge. Shio, you understand the layout of this area. However, here's what you would understand from it. I don't think I've ever shared such a diagram, but I will do so for the first time ever with you.
Hey guys,
And
remember
then
we had 3D maps?
That's a strange try.
I know. I need to get a graphics card. All right.
I do. It's your guys' fault, okay? Not mine.
Yeah, okay.
See, Seg just admitted it.
Don't take the blame. Don't take the blame for this.
You could put the blame on me. Was not the song? Isn't that how it goes? I think that's the song. Anyway, Shio, so what you're looking at is a wall. All those little nodes are walls. Okay, imagine the walls throughout the rest of the map. However, where you appear, these are the walls in your immediate vicinity, stopping you from accessing the rest of the stuff. This is how you guys would arrive if you guys arrived in it. This is some... Boy, let me just... Secret real quick.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I am
I'm
suddenly.
still confused on our approach. So do we have to take this escape pod over to it, or
I have no idea.
like that's my main concern?
Well, honestly, I think we can all just fly, right? Probably be harder to detect that way.
I mean, we should be able to remote see, teleport to where we're seeing. I think we forget that we're actually really powerful.
That's true.
I mean,
Since
I know
Shio's
we have-
about to get,
But
since Shio's about to
that
get a
takes
full
a
layout,
but that takes a spell slot, and that's better for like the getaway than the approach. You know what
No,
I mean?
it's a ritual. Yeah, I have an orb of remote viewing essentially.
No, not
So
the viewing, the getting in and out thing, the whole teleporting thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not that big of a spell slot. And also, don't Phyrexians have souls? Because they're converted creatures.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because that means that magic is free. Because we only need the
No,
number
that-
of souls. to
That
convert
means that we
spell
can
to
eat.
make it.
That means Big Dog can eat.
Well, yeah, but also you can convert souls directly into spell slots. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that. I wish I did know that. But I also
Oh,
don't
yeah,
really have
no.
any. I have like 3.
Yeah, except that you have as many as you have souls for, because you can immediately replenish it if you have enough souls.
But that's what I'm saying. I only have
what-
like 3 souls.
I know, yeah, but if there's more souls on board, then we can just
Oh
replace
yeah,
the
yeah,
spell.
Then we can drink their soul for a spell slot. Yeah.
So essentially, the teleportation is free as long as there are enough souls on board.
Yeah, as long as we
Anti-magic.
find something. Yeah.
Is this like an echo?
And we're gonna have to do a lot of killing. So
That's where the one part where we do prosper.
oh yeah, and I know that we hold back with our epic boons a lot, but I'm gonna be choosing to hit every time for this one.
I'm thinking I'm going a little crazy as well, just because I mean honestly, even if we destroy the ship, it's not our ship.
Not to mention, the more we destroy, the more we can steal after they're dead.
Didn't think about it that way. That's a good point too. There's a lot more salvage when shit gets fucked up.
Oh yeah, and you know we're not stealing anything without destroying it first with the Phyrexian.
Let's definitely make sure to visit the big spots before we leave. You know, maybe get like a power core or some shit off them.
Or cannon or two.
Yeah, or already have a cannon instead of having to make one.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm with Iz's idea of just teleporting on. I'll spend the gate charge if nobody else wants to.
If it takes the level 1 spell slots, I'll spend all 3 of them. I don't give a fuck. I just need to keep the pack ones for the actual stuff.
Oh yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah. Let me see.
I only have 5 spells. 3 of them are level 1s and 2 of them are level 5. Or 3? Do I have 3 now? Oh, I have 3 level 5s now.
What are some cheaper teleportation spells? I swear
4
gate
level
is.
1s. I mean, like my go-to usual is the Thunder Step.
Yeah, but we need like a teleport spell. We're traveling thousands of feet.
Then we need a plant.
I mean, we could do that.
Is can make us walk through plants. So if we could get one of the familiars to bring a plant over,
Yeah, we could do that. All sorts of things we can do.
To get up in there
I
fast.
mean, if Mister two separate boons of extra 9th level spell slots wanted to gate, that'd probably be the easiest way.
9th level. God damn.
Wasn't that your epic boon is? That you can just replace your 9th level spell slot?
Yeah. So I've got 2 instead of 1, and I think it could be anything. Let me take a look.
I also don't mind spending my 9th to get over there. All of the fun stuff I would want to do is 8 and lower anyway.
Yeah, so I only have Foresight, True Resurrection, Shape Change as my knights. Is that all of them?
Since I'm like multi-class, I don't even have a 9th level spell yet. I mean, I do, but it's like from the Warlock tree.
Man, they're not cheaper teleportation spells?
There should be, but they're mostly arcane.
And they're usually like single target, like for yourself, like Misty Step or Thunder Step or
Vortex Warp. And
Dimension
shorter
Door.
Valid. Okay, well, yeah, I don't mind
Dimension-
spending the 9th on gate.
Dimension would probably be the best bet if anyone has that one.
Oh, I wonder if Shio has Dimension Door. Well, we can check.
I feel like
Got
he does.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember him using it multiple times to get us out of a lot of shit.
Shio to the rescue.
Yeah,
I might have to
this
call it
time you
early.
just gotta get us. This time you just gotta
Yeah,
get us in.
How else can we get in there? Let me look at my spell list.
I'm like all destruction. I could tear a hole in it if if that helps anyone. Well, making a hole in it helps.
Yes. Dang, mortality, vortex.
Actually,
Yeah, my
before we
main
go about,
teleportation is walk through plants. Unless one of the enemies
Also-
over there was a plant monster, I wonder if I could walk through them.
as long as you could identify them, yeah, absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it any plant you've seen?
Just imagine we come bursting out of some poor guy's chest. Like fucking
What's
alien.
happening?
Bitches, we have arrived!
Oh God!
I just think we gotta work on our intro music. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just a farmer.
One day from retirement, guys. One more day.
One more day. Yeah, you really deserve this retirement. You've been a staple to our community. You farm, you're a priest.
And now you're dead.
The good guys have arrived.
We are kind of horrific for being the good guys. I mean, but they're the feds. They deserve it.
In our defense,
We're not-
we're like looking at it big scale, not small scale. Sometimes a village has to die so that the rest of the world can survive, you know?
See, Iz has been training you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've known you since you were actually young.
Hmm?
Yeah. Weren't you part of that secret?
One earlier?
No, like a month ago or whatever.
Oh yeah. We've known each other for a good long time.
That's what I'm saying. So, back in the day, I still have some of your ideals imprinted on me because I still became a Dalich under your. I wouldn't call it guidance because you're you, but
Oh, I was like,
mentorship.
no, don't do
Call it
it.
mentorship.
Yeah, let's go with those words.
Mentorship.
I better not be catching another cold. I'd be really pissed.
I'm surprised that you even can. Like, I feel like it's weird when people get fucking sick on the fucking West Coast. Like, there's so much sunlight, so much UV. Shouldn't it just fry everything?
Nah, that's not how it works.
I don't know. I don't get sick, so when people get sick, I'm like, how? How did that happen?
Yeah,
What were you
Very
doing?
rare for me to get sick. That's why it's
Yeah.
surprising it's happening.
Were you playing in dirty holes?
I just went around licking doorknobs, normal.
Just
Exactly. Like, it
got
must have
back.
been. It must have been.
I leave you guys alone for 5 minutes and you start licking doorknobs.
You know us.
Don't judge us. You're the adults
You
around here. You should know
us.
better.
You're
Seg,
older
it's
than
not
me.
showing you're loading in, but let me know if your map loads.
I was just reading earlier about that guy that ate an actual airplane.
Whoa.
Wild.
The entire thing?
Google it.
Bolts and all?
The entire plane he ate.
How long did it take?
I don't remember, but you can Google it. There's this one dude, and doctors are perplexed. Dude ate a fucking airplane.
No, you fucking Google that for me because when I was curious,
Fine.
I let my
Fuck
hit
off.
go, and you didn't have the answer. All right, looks like Seg loaded in. Okay, you guys all see Shio do one of his art things, and he draws this crazy, 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 semi-beautiful map. Imagine it's a little uglier than this, but all the blue markings are there.
Okay, guys. I just saw into a parallel with another vault. Also, this vault holds something really powerful inside of it. Not exactly Phyrexian. Think this is the same type of vault that holds loot. But this isn't the vault that holds loot, if that makes sense.
Michel Letito, a French entertainer, also known as Monsieur Mangetot. Translates to Mr. Eat All. Go ahead and Google it. Dude ate an airplane.
Maybe copy and paste that so it's easier to
God.
look up. Think about these things, bro.
No, this was a real thing, which is why it's crazy. The dude ate
And
a
that's
fucking
why I want
airplane.
you to get me there.
Okay. Go on. Sorry.
So think of this as this entire complex as like one of your boxes for gods, but for entities of loot. And I don't know what's here. I also saw a parallel where I think the Fudge House team is the one we joined in with, right?
That's Bernie, actually. Yes,
Bernie?
that is. Yeah, they were originally the Nomocracy.
Right, yeah, the Nomocracy. The Nomocracy group, guys. You remember them? We jumped into their timeline for a second to defeat a Phyrexian adamantine spider. Right? You remember this is. You might be muted if you're talking is.
I think everyone's reading about the Pica disease.
No. I might.
He's like, I can't stop.
Bernie.
There's a plane.
No,
That's what God is.
But
I might actually have to call it here. I am passing out.
All right.
No worries.
Yeah, I don't want to though. Anyway, let's finish up. What was the question?
So a similar vault. The Fudge House crew went through. The one with Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
And they accessed the outer ring before they weren't able to access where we were before. But essentially, each of the rooms had something pretty dangerous in it. There's a really important machine to the southwest with all the scribbles. Oh, I wonder if my drawing I'll overlap again. Oh no, it's the same color. Oh well. There are two guys who have information right out the entrance. So the little eyes.
Please stop.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. How do I delete? Oh my god.
Way to go.
Shield's like, wait, this is my artwork. Stop judging.
I swear,
You broke
guys,
off the
classically
eraser.
trained.
That is the classics. So I'll
Cool.
just like speakers right here. And then there's a room filled with some information over. Oh wait, I could just ping. Over here is where there is some information that might be important to us. And down in there, there might be a living bed and a rug, maybe. It'll try to suffocate us, so maybe we leave that one alone.
Big question for you. Are we going to go in through their entrance or from another way?
I'm just giving information for right now, so we know what to look to, and then we can get to trying to get there. Because in
since
this
you have all
room,
this information, would you recommend a room for us to go into?
honestly, I'd recommend the room to the south. The north, I remember them having some enemies up there. There is an archivist, apparently, like a spirit that contains history in the far right room to the south, like the south right room.
Do you know where the control room is?
Not exactly, but I think I know where the power room is.
Because potentially if we get into the control room, we can lock off the other rooms.
Honestly, we might be in the control room.
So we should just start fucking locking doors.
No. There's every room has a security, one might say. Something in it that is
another part of the
defending it.
control room, like it's not a manual lock, it's a like software lock.
I'm more hinting that there might be something in the room with us now.
I agree with that, and I'm fine with that. But I don't want us to have more problems come in and join us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's plenty of problems out there, and
That's
I don't
why
know.
we should keep them out there.
Wait, we are actually already here?
Apparently,
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
I thought you were just showing us a blueprint. Oh, God.
nope. Dude took us for a drive.
Well, I guess that solves that question.
Yep. Let's seal the fuck off everything, and then approach it as we want to.
Bernie and the crew tried to seal everything they encountered off, and it just kept compiling until they eventually made an idea worse than what was already here.
And that's fine. That's fine because we can limit the problem.
Let's just kill this.
It's not about stopping the problem. It's about limiting it.
I say we just blow up every single
Containing
room we go into one at a time.
That would
I love that
destroy
idea.
any information on the entity that might be here. Like, we don't know what's sealed here. Whatever's sealed loot
You
away,
can't have
sealed
both
something
ways.
here.
No,
You can't have both ways.
we take the info we need and we destroy the room on our way out into the next one.
Either everything dies or nothing dies. All right.
Well, then let's do nothing dies and then just get nommed on. Because there are things
Then
in
we
here that
seal
would
it.
be helpful to talk to.
That's fine. So we seal it and we take it route by route. We decide where we want to go.
Yeah, we should definitely head south first and then make sure to reinforce the doors as we go. But first we have to figure out this room and what is in here. I don't like that. No, damn.
I don't
As
like it
you-
near me.
As you all go, we need to readjust the goblet blazes before you.
Sir, you're talking about a goblet. We have other problems right now. Can you come back in like 10 minutes?
Nah, this
You
is our
all-
problem now.
This is our
Yeah.
problem now.
As if Oh wait, hold on. There has to be lights there.
Sir, we're already experiencing difficulty. Can you come back in like 10 minutes?
You hear as if, sorry for all biblical purposes. Never mind. I'm not gonna go that route. Anyways, there is no stick. There is no tumbleweed, but there is a fire and a brazier between all of you in the center of the room. And as it lights off, you all get this sense, an inkling, a feeling, a tug, a pull, a grasp, a hug, a comfort. I need each of you to think about what that comfort is. I need each of you to consider how that can help you, hinder you, and be neutral to you. And that is your homework for this week. I need you to consider which comfort helps you, hinders, and is neutral. Submit that to me privately in a DM, and we will be using those next week to decide how this turns out.
So is it one for each? Like
Correct.
a comfort for each?
It's a
Okay.
single comfort that applies to all three. Sorry, good question.
Oh, okay.
The comfort that is the biggest tool, the biggest weapon, and the biggest nothing against you. So take your time to think about those things as your characters, and they will be used as all three next week. Otherwise, we'll pause it there. I feel all you guys' energy. I hope you guys are excited because we got some serious things happening. And with it, you're in the vault. Shit's going down. I beamed you, Scotty. What you gonna do next? We'll see you next week.
Fuck shit up.
See y'all
Yeah.
next week.
Great sesh. See y'all next week.
Real quick, second Shio, stay after class. Everyone else, you are.
You're in trouble.
Everyone else, you guys
Yeah,
have a
sorry
great
I'm
night.
so